We're outside of Moss Rose Piggeries in Blackpool, which is a Morrisons supplier and also a red tractor farm. The farm's actually been investigated over the past few months, and we've found multiple animal welfare breaches of not only the red tractor guidelines but also of DEFRA guidelines. There are individuals inside that are covered in their own faeces, individuals with painful prolapses. There's a cockroach infestation inside. The place is just unsanitary, it's unhygienic, and quite frankly it's just cruel. It's not somewhere that any sort of individual should ever be put. So the activists that are currently inside are here today to expose that to the public, to make people aware of the reality of animal farming. It isn't just places like this, it's everywhere. I mean, you can't exploit and kill another living being kindly, and this is what something that people are going to realise. And all we're hoping is this will open people's eyes to the reality of animal agriculture.
Absolutely horrific. Obviously we walked around to get to the inside, and as you can see I've still got my Wellington boots, and the faeces and the urine was literally like 2 feet high, maybe 1.5 feet. So when I walked in, the stench from urine and faeces was horrific. All the pigs were scared. They had no water. All the troughs were dry, completely dry, and they were literally walking around in their own excrement. It's awful. Really awful.
This event is known as Meet the Victims. It's actually started in Australia, so there's been a number of actions over there. There was actually another action in the UK, in the Yorkshire area, I believe back in March, another pig facility. So it's a fairly new thing in the animal rights movement, but it's becoming a growing action purely because it really does bring people face to face with the victims of their food choices, and that's what we think that we need to do now. It's getting to a point where people aren't listening, people are choosing to ignore what's happening to these animals, and we can't allow that any longer. We need to show people what's happening inside these facilities because it's animal cruelty. This is completely unnecessary. We do not need to eat animal products to survive. That is proven by some of the biggest nutrition and dietetic organisations on the planet, but yet we still continue to exploit and kill animals in horrific ways for a product we don't need when we have alternatives in every single supermarket and every shop around, and it's something that we've got to change. The same as years ago, we abolished slavery. We're trying to do get women's rights. We're trying to get rights for the LGBT community. Animal rights is also on the table, and that is something that we're really pushing for.